Learn to smile sincerely in all circumstances. Seeking God in meditation is the direct way to attain a joyous and youthful state of mind. There are additional practices that will also help to nurture mental youthfulness. First of all, learn to smile, sincere smiles. Wherever you are, no matter how trying the circumstances, smile from your heart. Harbor no form of anger or malice. Try to give genuine smiles to all, friends, family, strangers alike. Half the secret of youthfulness lies in that. If you have a contagious smile that wells up from your true inner being, you are youthful. I often say that if you can't smile, then stand before a mirror and train yourself to smile by pulling the corners of the mouth up. The day you make up your mind to smile, you will see that everything seems to conspire to try to make you cry. That is life. The day you make up your mind to be patient and forgiving, it will seem that others suddenly become harder to get along with. That is life. We are often crucified by others, but their meanness should not affect our resolutions to be kind. Let others pursue their way. You be bigger and adhere to your way. It is not the approval of human beings that you want, but the certification of God. Once you find His pleasure, you will be happy. Try to please others insofar as you can, and try not to offend anybody, but don't let that work against your primary duty to please God, first and foremost. It is not worth it. Practice your smile of mental youthfulness all the time. See how many hours at a time you can keep your balance in spite of your trials. When you can remain cheerfully even-minded always, you will find every cell of your body alive with great joy. God has blessed me these many years. Whether my smile is seen outwardly or not, divine joy is always with me now. The great river of joy is flowing beneath the sands of my consciousness. Neither the changefulness of life nor the specter of death can take that away from me. It was hard work to make that state permanent and unchanging, but it was worth it. So many people have thrown away years upon years and have not found joy. Why imitate them and go after those things that promise happiness and give unhappiness? Contact the Spirit in meditation, and you will know that what I have told you is true. You will possess a joy you will not part with, even if the whole world is offered to you in exchange. Money, sex, wine, nothing can match that supreme joy. It is an ever-burning radiance in your soul. The importance of willingness and of being less self-centered. Willingness also is important in order to retain youthfulness. When you like someone, you don't mind cooking or doing other forms of service for that person, but if you have to do it for someone you don't like, your unwillingness makes you tired and irritable to do anything for him. This same principle is applicable in every situation. If you are unwilling, then you have no energy or interest. If you are willing, you have the vitality and enthusiasm of youthfulness. Another key to mental youthfulness is to learn to be less selfish and self-centered and more giving and caring toward others. To hold on to the joy found in contact with God in meditation, you must practice His quality of loving all, of being just and kind to all. Forgive your enemies. What a wonderful release you will have from the bondage of anger and jealousy. Reach out to help others every day, in whatever way you can, and especially by bringing souls to the spiritual path to seek God. Give to all that same love with which you love your family and dear ones. God gives you loved ones that you might learn to expand self-love to include love for others. And He allows death and other circumstances to take away dear ones that you do not confine your love to only a few, but learn to give it to all. The more universal your love becomes, the more your expanded consciousness will be filled with the joy of His omnipresent being. The Bhagavad Gita says, when a man beholds all separate beings as existent in the one that has expanded itself into the many, he then merges with Brahman, spirit.